Alright guys, so if you remember a couple videos back, um, I got the two cars in the unboxing, the Losi Laser Nut and the Red Cat Crawler. Excuse me. So, an update, the Red Cat Crawler's doing great. I did put some brass wheel extensions on it just to get it a little wider, weigh it down a little more. So far it does great with the upgrades that are in it, and the Laser Nut is not here. So, as you've seen in the video prior, I got the thing for really cheap, and I ended up trading it. So, little hint, I got batteries and charger with it. It is a Traxxas vehicle. So it's very big. I want to put it in here, but it's too wide, if that gives a hint. I have wanted one of these for a little while. They're big. It's too wide to fit in here, and the Revo in there is 18 inches. The gap from one side to one side, about 20 and a quarter. 20 and an eighth. Anyway, so the vehicle I got, like I said, does not fit in there, so I'm going to have to modify this to make it fit. It's too big for the shelf. I got the MaxSlash up there now, because it's on the very bottom of my little shelf I made. So, yeah, it's right under the LMT. You can kind of see it down there. It's the Traxxas XRT. I did get batteries and charger with it, like I had shown earlier, and I believe I already said it. There is one little weird issue. The ESC is only providing like intermediate power to the receiver, so either lose connection, whatever. I'm gonna dig into it here in a minute, but it works. The controller has batteries in it. I have everything. He's gonna stop in my work tomorrow. I got to give him the paperwork, just like instructions and stuff to the Losi, and then he's gonna bring me paperwork and stuff to this with high-speed gearing, whatever else, because this thing is still bone stock. He only ran it a few times, and I guess he didn't like it as much as he thought he would have. So that's just how it is. Sometimes you get something and it's not that great. The Laser Nut I only ran 3 times, I believe. And you can see how clean it still is in here. Don't mind the dogs being dogs. Which way do these go? There we go. Look to be Traxxas 6400s. No, 67s. Big old 4S batteries. I know these batteries are not cheap, along with the charger. With it being a Traxxas vehicle. So those will go on the charger. You can run, from what I understand, you can run 6S on this just fine. I'm sure it'll probably run on 4S, two 2S batteries on each side. I would assume it's alright. It's got the twin cooler fans. It's essentially an X-Max. It's just the 8S version of the 6S X-Max that I've been working on in a couple previous videos. So, we did take a look at the receiver earlier. As you can kind of see, it's still pretty loose. But so far, I haven't even ran it yet, and I'm happy with it. I did notice it does need probably a little thicker shock oil in it, just for jumps. Help landing a little smoother and whatever else. Not a big deal. But this is just a quick little video of what I got. New toy. It's always fun when you get new toys. Sadly, I got rid of a toy, but that's kind of just how it is sometimes, as I'm sure many of y'all know. So, hopefully I could get the XRT there, MaxSlash, LMT, and then kind of re-go through all these. Update on the Nitro Slash. So I did a little looking around, some measurements off of that and the Stampede up top. Looks like I'll be able to take a 2-wheel drive, like Stampede / Rustler rear diff with motor and everything, and put it on there. It should bolt pretty much right where the stock gearbox is on there. And I was trying to do it without doing all that, make my own motor mount, but the motor mount that's on there, it keeps getting loose and moving around. It's not secured in the best spot. It's just a single plate, like straight plate, that has 2 bolts coming through it. So it doesn't stay in place exactly where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to try that out, and if it doesn't work, then I have a trans for that. I may get the Magnum trans, the race transmission for it, and that is getting a new a clipless body, and the body and mounts for it too. But that'll probably be a week or two, and then hopefully that should be done. I took the receiver out of it for that one because that one works now. It's got whatever motor came with it, and then I stole the ESC and receiver out the Nitro Slash for it, just because I know the Nitro Slash. I've been stealing parts in and out of that thing forever. I know what works in it, what doesn't. So I stole the parts out of that to go into here. When I got that truck, which actually I didn't even show I got that. A little quick story on it. A guy came into my work with, not that truck, but another, kind of like a Fortec, the Traxxas Fortec, but not a Fortec. Kind of same deal. And he came in, needing a motor and some other stuff. He got this truck, the Fortec deal. He has a what's the other one? A HPI trophy truck and another touring car. And he came in, got a battery, got a motor, and he was wondering, like, if we do. Well, he was more so talking to me about it, and he was wondering if, like, I do work on the side. And we talked about it. I gave him my number. We ended up meeting up Monday evening, so a couple days ago. And he had this sitting there, and the guy, he didn't want to spend a lot of money. Sorry for shaking so much right there. He didn't want to spend a lot of money. He just wanted to kind of get him going. So I hooked him up on, coming out there. It was like, I gave him like, well, he gave me like $20 for the drive out there. He was over in Chardon, which is about 30-ish minutes from me. So he gave me that, and then I was gonna charge him like $100 to get all these cars running. Of course he would have to get the parts, but with my labor, putting the motors, ESCs, whatever else in, it'd be like $100. That's one hell of a deal. I mean, like at my work, we charge $50 an hour just to work on these things, and that's for one car. So he's like, well, how about you take this one, and then down under there you can see there's a yellow toolbox. He gave me that it's got a bunch of random stuff in it, some chargers that may or may not work. I haven't really dug them out yet, and some other miscellaneous parts, gears, whatever. And I'm like, you know what, that sounds good to me. It's got pretty much everything is in here. Well, now anyway. It's got the speed controller. Unsure what the motor is. It's stock servo still. And then he also gave me, I don't know if I've shown him or not, this Green Machine Pro brushed motor, and this one, which I really want to use this. I want to try it out. They're both Trinity motors, as you can see. This is a Copperhead P2K Pro. This is a really nice motor. I do want to try it out. He did give me a couple ESCs that were just with them. That truck did have a ESC on it, but I plugged it into a battery and it smoked up, so I tossed that one out. I believe there was another ESC, but I don't remember now. Well, either way, he gave me some junk, some parts and whatever. So that truck does work. Everything works on it. It's a blast to drive. The only thing I want to do is I would like to put a fan on the motor just to help keep it cool, because this has fans. My Max Slash, it has fans on it now. I'm still waiting on my motor to come in. The LMT does not have a fan. Maybe it should one of these days. That's going to get a fan. This has a fan. That has a fan. In my opinion, anything that at least takes 3S, you should have a fan in it, just to keep the motor cool. Now, typically, every speed controller has a fan. Like, for example, you can see in here, there is a fan for the speed controller. And on these, I believe the X-Max too, the 8S trucks, they have 2 fans on the heatsink for the motor. If you're going to spend any money on an RC, they should definitely have fans, at least on the speed controller. Anything over a 3S system, though, should definitely have motor fans. That's my opinion. You're paying so much money for these. I expect a fan. Especially on the Max Slash. It's a $700 truck, and it does not have a fan for the motor, and it's a 6S vehicle. So you're pushing a lot of voltage through a electrical motor that gets hot, especially if you go to the speed gearing, which that's not even speed gearing. That's actually geared down from stock. It's stock's like a 25 tooth pinion with a 50 spur. That's a 26 tooth, which actually slowed it down a little bit. So realistically, it should be fine, but when you're running 3S 5000 milliamp hour batteries, it gets hot no matter what you do. So a fan is mandatory in my opinion. I did get a couple things for it. Like in there, you see the bag. That's just a dirt guard for the chassis. So I'll be putting that on when I get my motor. And then I do have to get a tire and a body eventually. This one, the foams blew out of it. So right now I just got tire glue holding it together until I get my new tires. Trying to see if you can see them. I did mount some fans on it. It's a Yeah Racing like 40 millimeter fan kit. It is very tight in there, so you kind of have to modify the heatsink on that fan, but it's not too bad. So once this gets a motor, hopefully it'll be good, because I do miss driving this truck. It is a very fast, very fun truck. So, but pretty much that's about it for now. Showing you the new car that I practically got for nothing, because I, battery and charger as well. So, excuse me. So, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try and figure out some videos. I'm gonna get this thing working. It's just off camera. It's, like I said, just receiver related, not getting power, loose wire, whatever. So I'm gonna figure this out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I did forget to do a video on the LMT, putting the body and the wheelie bar on. If you're interested, put down in the comments. I'll kind of go over what I did for it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully next time we got a little something more entertaining. But, yeah, I'll see y'all later.